Hi there, dear tutor and mates. My name is balmergarcia and I'm coursing 6th semester of Bachelor of Arts in English as a foreign language. This is the activity for moment 3 and I'm going to talk about why English language teachers may choose to design the raw material. The main objective of English teachers designing the raw material is to bring students to a second language acquisitions through contextualization and the use of ICTs in order to maximize a students' learning. However, rejecting commercial textbooks and ignoring some features of syllabus makes teachers to get into non-pedagogy materials that, nevertheless, dramatically increase the students' motivations, since this method aims to avoid artificial structures that will never be used in authentic real-life contexts. Besides, commercial textbooks are Anglo-centric, which, at some extent, get around our own culture. That's why teachers have to adapt their own materials trying to encompass some trace of mandatory textbooks and some aspects of syllabus as well. Nowadays, teachers rely more on authentic materials rather than to stick to rigid textbooks, which are grammar-centered, therefore boring and unmotivating. What teachers do when designing their own material is to bring the external world into the class, what whets students' appetite for learning the target language. Of course, teachers have to pay attention when it comes to give organization to the material they are designing in order to avoid frustration to students because the materials could lack of coherence and progression, which may cause confusion to students. Teachers have to employ a lot of time designing these materials that match culture and foreign language knowledge in learners. When designing their own materials, teachers have to build a solid relationship with every student because that way he will know every student's learning style. That way he or she will provide students with a prepared text which will increase student knowledge in the foreign language. Bringing international subjects to class surely will draw attention on the students' interests that will end up in active classes which permit a massive participation, creating a healthy atmosphere in the English learning process. Technology is the newest paradigm in education since every single aspect of modern life is related to ICTs. That's why teachers have to look for technical support as much as possible. Implementing these digital era methods will greatly impact on students' motivation, which may cause an effective success in student English learning. There are advantages and disadvantages when teachers decide to design their own material. So, if teachers have time enough to design their own material, they have to take into account contextualization, avoiding Anglocentric phenomenon presented in commercial textbooks, monitoring availability in technological resources, knowing learners' needs in second language acquisition, acknowledgement and respect for the language and its culture, bring personal touch to the design material, updating worldwide events to local events, organize materials to give a good material to students, aim for quality, and look for time as possible in order to transfer the best knowledge of the language.